This is a refrigerant dryer. When it is on, it is 100% on, working at full capacity to dry your compressed air. But what if you don't need it to work at 100% all the time? What happens if your need for compressed air goes up and down depending on the time of day or week or the flow of your production? What happens is unused dryer capacity and a whole lot of energy wasted. Enter the Atlas Copco FD VSD. Thanks to its VSD technology, the FD adjusts its motor speed to follow your actual air demand. No unused capacity, no energy wasted, with a stable dew point as low as 3 degrees Celsius. Here's how the FD VSD works. The FD is a refrigerant dryer, which means it removes the humidity from compressed air by using a refrigerant gas. First, the incoming air passes through the air-to-air heat exchanger. Here it undergoes a first cooling by the dry, cold air that is leaving the dryer. Although this process inherently comes with a pressure drop, the FD was designed specifically to eliminate any inefficiencies. Next, the air is cooled to the required dew point by the refrigerant circuit in the air-to-refrigerant heat exchanger. As a result, the water vapor condenses into water droplets. The water separator collects this moisture, which is then removed by the electronic drain. After cooling and condensing, the compressed air is reheated to room temperature in the air-to-air heat exchanger before it leaves the dryer. This prevents condensation from forming on the outside of your air system piping. Now let's take a closer look at the refrigerant circuit. It's here that the FD VSD generates its big-time energy savings. The refrigerant compressor is at the heart of it all, compressing the gaseous refrigerant to a higher pressure. Unlike typical refrigerant dryers, the FD has a VSD compressor with an inverter that controls the speed of the compressor up or down to match your compressed air need. This means you enjoy double-digit energy savings as the compressor is not continuously running at 100%. In addition, the FD VSD also never runs below 20% to ensure you get a constant dew point at startup. The compressor is protected by a liquid separator that ensures only refrigerant gas enters the compressor. There's also a hot gas bypass valve, which regulates the dryer to prevent freezing at lower load conditions. After compression, the refrigerant condenser cools the refrigerant so that it changes from a gas to a liquid. A refrigerant filter protects the expansion device from harmful particles. The thermostatic expansion valve reduces the pressure and cools the refrigerant further before the refrigerant enters the air-to-refrigerant heat exchanger to cool and dry the compressed air. To maintain optimal cooling capacity, the refrigerant then leaves the heat exchanger again to continue the refrigeration generation loop. This entire process is controlled by the Electronicon Touch, which gives you ease of use, advanced connectivity, and remote monitoring. So what you're seeing is a truly innovative refrigerant dryer. What you're getting is the constant quality air you need at a much lower cost of ownership. To find out more about the FD VSD,